think it was 1983 or thereabouts. Scholar floated Tottenham Hotspur on the stock market. 91, 92. 22 clubs resigned from then the English First Division and formed the Premier League. And from then, roll forward, Sugar and all his mates weren't just Tottenham, sold out football. Then we've got Daniel Levy rolls in with ENIC, Joe Lewis. Now we have the Lewis family. Get out of our club. Just get out of our club. This is ruined. That was, cool, how many years ago now? That's 40 years to ruin a football club. It took 40 years to, that's how good we was. We had beautiful fans, beautiful way of football. Now we've got nothing, absolutely nothing. In fact, you had a parade for a relegation scrap. A fucking parade for a, that's what we've become. Fucking comedians. I'm not going to slag off the fans. You don't know any better. You really don't know any better. I don't think there was many old school there though, was there? That could see through the con, could see through the PR, the publicist Tottenham machine that's working overtime. I don't think there was many social media people who could see through what was happening the last 2 years with regards to certain people that have infiltrated the social media. The big Spurs covert publicist machine, eh? Scumbags. You knew it was always going to happen. This is the way they work. This is the way corporations and billionaires work. 2 for 1 beers on that day. Oh, it was all great, wasn't it? Until the final whistle blew. A lot of people walked out of that stadium before the final whistle. But you'd already paid your ticket, you already paid your money. The last knock-ins of it all. And now they're writing into newer contracts for new people who work there, if we do go down. In the circumstances of relegation, now they're all getting worried, panicking. Panicking, don't know what to do. Again. Don't lose my job. Mate, this ain't how a football club is supposed to be run. The social media is not supposed to be like this. The press, what do you expect? Rupert Murdoch induced British press, designed for conflict. And that's all it ever is. It's all it ever was and all it ever is. Designed for conflict. Every part of capitalisation of society is not designed for the working class. From the printing presses that got shut down in Wapping to the selling of a football club, pricing out of the working class. Mate, I could go on and on and on, but I won't bore you with politics and British society and how we've been turned over. But I didn't know what to talk about today. You can't say this, you can't say that. You got social media frightened to say the name of the manager because it's too much like Adolf Hitler. Have a word. This is the world we're living in. You know? The digital media, the social media, where they have to say unalive instead of suicide or killed. It's absolutely wow. How did we get to this 2026? You can't use English words properly because of the algorithm. Capitalisation. We're on one of the biggest platforms that, how many billions of YouTube earn out of us lot? Hey? Christ. Capitalisation of the world, eh? Digital media, social media, the internet sold itself out. Everything sells itself out in the end. That's probably the end of my video, isn't it? You know? There's not much news I can tell you, except we have been conditioned by the capitalists to accept mediocrity in our football club. I'm not understanding how we've got so many fans, online fans, global fans. We can't do nothing about it. We can't turn the tides, bruv. How do you fight against a billionaire? Well, we can boycott them, hit them in the pocket. It's never going to happen, is it? Not when they've got waiting lists to go in that stadium. When one Spurs fan falls, just gets replaced by the next one. Society and people, everyone's selfish nowadays. No one's caring enough to care. No one cares enough about their football club, and if they do care enough about their football club, they can shout and shout and shout, and they never get heard, so they just turn themselves crazy. You can go mad protesting at Tottenham. You can drive yourself absolutely crazy, and you can start a new movement all over again, and it's going to be exactly the same outcome, because you can't protest a fucking faceless corporation, a faceless billionaire. People are calling for relegation and saying that'll help, but they're ENIC are an investment company, so if we go down, they're not going to sell their investment when it's at its lowest price, are they? They're going to continuation of investment into the club until they get to the Premiership again, and then the merry-go-round continues. And then if we stay up this year, the merry-go-round continues again. New manager, false hope. Players brought in, false hope. More squeezing the sponge of money, squeezing your pockets as Spurs fans. I don't know, it won't never end, will it? Because the capitalists won't let it end. There's never a full stop. It's just to sell on and more investment, more sponsorships, more global branding, TV rights. Even if you don't go to the stadium, they still make enough money out of TV rights. You're sitting there watching it on Sky and paying for your Sky legitimately. You're still giving them money. Mate, what a society we live in. Anyway, that's my video for today. No Spurs news, just a moan. Me and you having a moan. Good health.